In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 college football games happening on September 1st, 2022. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 college football games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Louisiana Tech versus Missouri. Louisiana Tech will have a new head coach on the sidelines for the first time in a decade when it travels to Missouri on Thursday night. The Bulldogs replaced longtime head coach Skip Holtz with former Texas Tech offensive coordinator Sonny Cumbie. He is facing a Missouri team that is replacing its starting quarterback as it heads into its 3rd year under Coach Lee Drinkwitz. The Bulldogs are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 Thursday games and 9-3 against the spread in their last 12 versus the SEC. Louisiana Tech is 1-5-1 against the spread in their last 7 overall. Meanwhile, the Tigers are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 overall and 2-7 against the spread in their last 9 at home. Missouri is 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 Thursday games. The Bulldogs have a first-year head coach and new quarterback to go along with a defense that was atrocious last season. Missouri has done a solid job of taking care of business against bad teams under Drinkwitz, and it covered the spread in 4 of its final 5 games last year. Cook was able to get valuable playing time under his belt in the bowl game, giving Missouri's offense an edge over Louisiana Tech's. The Tigers are a team that needs to really show their stuff this season. They've been sitting near .500 since the 2014 SEC championship loss, and in a tough SEC, being average doesn't go very far. The good news for Missouri is that they've got some promising young talent on offense, names like Tosky Dove, Dominic Lovett, and Luther Burden. The big question marks are going to be on the defensive side, as Missouri was the 2nd worst unit overall in the SEC last year. I would generally be looking to fade a mediocre Missouri team that is having to replace its starting quarterback and star running back. But Louisiana Tech is even more fadeable to open the season. The Bulldogs only covered once in their final 7 games last year and are expected to struggle this season as well. This opener should be a promising opportunity for the Tigers to showcase what they're made of this year and kick the schedule off right. So Missouri to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. When you have 2 putrid defenses going up against one another, there should be a lot of chunk plays happening. Looking at how the defenses looked to end the last year, Louisiana Tech allowed 38 points per game in their previous 4 games, while Missouri gave up 30 points per game in their last 5 games. The over has hit in each of the previous 4 Bulldogs games, as well as in 4 of the last 5 Tigers games played in September. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. New Mexico State versus Minnesota. The Minnesota Golden Gophers are set to host the New Mexico State Aggies this Thursday night in a non-conference matchup. The last time these 2 programs met back in 2018, Minnesota handled business relatively easily in a 48-10 drubbing of the Aggies. New Mexico State is coming off a disappointing 23-12 season-opening home loss to the Nevada Wolfpack. Meanwhile, Minnesota looks to build on an 8-4 campaign last season that saw them go 6-3 in the Big Ten. The Aggies are 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 games overall. The Golden Gophers are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games and 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The over is 5-2 in Aggies' last 7 games overall. The under is 4-0 in Golden Gophers' last 4 home games. There is a wide talent gap between a battle-tested Minnesota roster that is hungry for a double-digit win season and a rebuilding New Mexico State team that is focusing on developing their younger starters on both sides of the ball. New Mexico State was 110th in the nation last year in stopping the run, and despite their improved overall defensive output, still conceded 179 rushing yards in their season-opening loss to Nevada. With several offensive starters not on the team anymore, the Aggies will struggle to keep pace with Minnesota. In addition, the Golden Gophers have a stifling defense that will test the composure of New Mexico State's unproven playmakers. Last season's 10th-ranked pass defense and 9th-ranked rush defense will look to force turnovers and apply pressure on the Aggies all game long. The New Mexico State Aggies had a chance to knock the rust off off, but they didn't look great, and things don't get any easier here as they now go on the road. The Minnesota Golden Gophers are a sneaky Big Ten contender given their depth on both sides of the ball, and they were covering machines for much of last season. Minnesota is a large favorite at home against New Mexico State for good reason. This is a massive number, but it's more of an indication of how bad New Mexico State is. This game could turn ugly very quickly as this is a mismatch both on paper and on the field. So the Minnesota Golden Gophers to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Minnesota will pile on the points, but New Mexico State will struggle to score more than 10 points. The Gophers' elite defense ranked 10th against the pass and 9th against the run last year. Last season, the defense shut out Colorado of the Pac-12, plus they held Indiana and Wisconsin to 14 and 13 points respectively. In addition, the Gophers are not a high-scoring team. They will have no problem solving the Aggies' defense, but only attempted a pass in 32% of their plays last year and have a new OC. The under is also 4-1 in the Gophers' last 5 home games. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Northern Arizona versus Arizona State. The Arizona State Sun Devils and Northern Arizona Lumberjacks clash Thursday in Week 1 college football action from Sun Devil Stadium. This will be the season opener for both teams. Northern Arizona is coming off a 5-6 run in 2021, finishing 4-4 in Big Sky Conference play. As for Arizona State, they went 8-5 overall last year and ultimately fell in the Las Vegas Bowl. Northern Arizona had a fairly disappointing season in 2021 with their 5-6 overall finish and 4-4 mark in Big Sky play. That record left the Lumberjacks in 7th place in the standings, right around the middle of the pack. The good news for Northern Arizona is that 4 of their 6 losses came to ranked teams last season. The bad news is that none of those losses was close, and the Lumberjacks will have to contend with the likes of Montana State and Sam Houston State once again this year. Over on the Arizona State side, they're coming off an up-and-down campaign in 2021. The Sun Devils' overall record was 8-5, and they posted a 6-3 record in Pac-12 play. Arizona State finished 3rd in the South Division, behind Utah and UCLA. The Sun Devils started out pretty well last year at 5-1, but the team was only able to win consecutive games once during the remainder of the season. In the Las Vegas Bowl against Wisconsin, Arizona ultimately fell in a tough result 20-13. Remember when Northern Arizona pulled off a shocking road upset at Arizona last season? The Sun Devils are coming off a slightly underwhelming 2021 campaign and then a tumultuous offseason that saw a ton of roster and coaching staff turnover. The ongoing NCAA investigation into ASU's recruiting violations led to many of the team's best players transferring away, a bad incoming freshman class, and 43 newcomers to the roster. With head coach Herm Edwards on the hot seat, the Sun Devils also have new offensive and defensive coordinators and lost multiple assistant coaches from last year's squad. QB Emory Jones and RB Xavier Valade joined via the transfer portal, but the ASU offense may need a game or two to get comfortable. That could result in a slower start and allow Northern Arizona to hang around. Plus, the Sun Devils have a big non-conference matchup against Oklahoma State looming next week. They may take its foot off the gas in the second half while keeping starters healthy and not putting too much on tape. As for Northern Arizona, the FCS squad comes in with plenty of motivation to try to repeat last year's upset over a power conference program. Head coach Chris Ball has a personal connection here as a member of ASU's coaching staff from 2012 to 2015. The team also has a large portion of its roster from the state of Arizona and will be fired up to pull off another shocker. Maybe it's not an outright win for the Lumberjacks, but this is too many points to back an Arizona State squad that went through so many offseason changes. Although Arizona State should fare better than its in-state rival a year ago, the Lumberjacks will likely put up enough of a fight to keep this one closer than the spread suggests. So the Northern Arizona to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Arizona State's offense is going through a few notable offseason changes. Gone are QB Jaden Daniels, RB Rashad White, and offensive coordinator Zach Hill. Although the ASU offense brings in QB Emory Jones and RB Xavier Valade through the transfer portal, it remains to be seen how productive the unit will be, especially with additional moving parts along the offensive line. Due to so much roster and coaching staff turnover, the Arizona State offensive attack could experience some growing pains in this opener as it figures things out. Although the Northern Northern Arizona defense doesn't exactly present a tough test. The Lumberjacks can take advantage of the lack of cohesion on ASU's offense. NAU head coach Chris Ball is the former defensive coordinator at Memphis and should game plan to shut down Valladay on the ground and force Jones to beat them through the air. Meanwhile, Northern Arizona has a run-focused offense led by Big Sky preseason first-team running back Kevin Daniels and a freshman QB likely getting the start. Also consider that SU may slow things down and go run heavy in the second half with the lead to remain fresh for next week's non-conference showdown with Oklahoma State. Overall, expect a lower scoring game considering the unproven and transitioning Arizona State offense combined with an FCS-level attack for NAU. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.